Wish TV is your education station. Going through domestic violence situations can really hinder kids' learning.
And News 8's education reporter Jay Jackson reports on what experts say you can do to help them cope.
Domestic violence negatively impacts kids every day. And in speaking with survivor advocates, here's what you need to know.
School is a place that can either be a buffer or a protection for young people that are experiencing violence, or school can be a place that is risky, that is stressful, and adds strain to a young person's life.
Stephanie Solomon helps oversee the Youth Advisory Council for the Indiana Coalition Against Domestic Violence. The Council of Young People is committed to making statewide change. A part of that change is understanding how domestic violence affects kids in school and what the trusted adults around them can do to help.
It can show up in many different ways for each child. They can be withdrawn, they can have some anger issues, and some children can be perfectionist. And so it doesn't always look like what we typically say is negative.
Celeste Evers is the well-being coordinator for Colborne Place Safe Haven, a domestic violence shelter that housed and helped around 200 families last year.
So we want that when they go to school and they go to these different places, that they are met with kindness and understanding and know that, they're working through a process.
She also says domestic violence responses in children can show up in them being hypervigilant, which can take away their focus in class because they're always in fear of violence.
For children who have not yet been removed from a domestic violence situation, I think the best thing an adult can do is just be supportive, right? Children need to be children.
Over 13,000 crisis calls were made to Central Indiana shelters in 2020, according to an annual report by the Domestic Violence Network. Over 30,000 calls were made to IMPD, higher than previous years. And children who grow up witnessing domestic violence have a higher chance than those who don't to repeat the cycle of violence.
When it comes to domestic and interpersonal violence, young people have expertise in their own lived experiences.
In Indianapolis, Jay Jackson for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and you can follow us on Facebook.